Big Show faces Alberto Del Rio for the World Heavyweight Championship. As far as I know, this isn't a gimmick match, right?
Nope.
Nope.
So they went from two gimmick matches to a standard singles match.
Yeah, it's kind of reverse booking because you'd have the
Logic.
gimmick match.
I mean, I can't blame them for not having a gimmick match if we have a six-man tag and we have Elimination Chamber, but still, kind of
I,
underwhelming for that.
well, the way I would see it is, if by booking perspective, I would have had this as it should have been a Hell in a Cell. Because how are you going to get more brutal than the Last Man Standing match? Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can't do a Hell in a Cell and
it's not
Elimination
October
Chamber.
yet. They can't do
Or,
a cell match.
or a hardcore match.
Yeah, or like no DQ or whatever. But no,
Or
it's just regular singles bout because we need regular singles matches with Big Show every now and then.
I think it's been a while since we've had a good hog pen match.
Biscuits and gravy.
Extreme Rules 2009, I
what
think.
other ones haven't we had in a while? A strap match, Caribbean strap match.
Street
A
fight.
strap
When was the
hold
last time
match.
there was a stretcher match? I
I don't
really
think we've had a match with something on a pole in a while.
Give that to the Divas.
What are you pocketing on the pole?
Somebody, Carlos got the
pole
joke.
match I can recall. I think actually had Del Rio
Something
in
on a
it
pole.
against Ziggler.
All right.
Helen will do well on the pole.
Speaking of Ziggler, everybody watches this show every week knows that I was, oh my god, they're going to do Ryback against Big Show. They're going to do Ryback against Big Show. Then Del Rio wins the title, and I go, oh fuck, don't tell me we're going to have Alberto Del Rio as champion for WrestleMania. And I've been paranoid about it. This week on Monday is the first time I haven't been paranoid about it, and I'll tell you why. Spoiler alert here. Chris Jericho is going to win the Elimination Chamber match. Dolph Ziggler is going to cash in on Alberto Del Rio. Those two are going to face each other at WrestleMania. Both Del Rio and Big Show out of the situation. I couldn't be happier.
You sound very confident in that prediction.
I'm
extremely confident in
I'm
that
extremely
prediction.
confident in that prediction.
I'm not so confident in that prediction. I actually see Del Rio retaining here and being the champion going into WrestleMania.
Me too.
Absolutely. We're going to be going on to the chamber match after this, and I'm going to give my opinion on who I think is going to win that chamber. And I don't think it's Jericho.
Well,
I don't think it's Jericho either.
I'll fully agree that I think Del Rio's winning this match against Big Show. We'll get, like we said, we'll get into the Elimination Chamber stuff and kind of backtrack from there. That's why I actually have that as the next segment instead of doing that as the last one. But the Del Rio and Big Show match, I'm not expecting this to be as good as their last one or the one beforehand. So I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm leaning more towards it's going to be
okay.
It's going to be good, but not good and memorable. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be a bad match, and it's not going to be something that I'm going to be watching and I'll have a whole lot to say and be like, oh my god, that was entertaining and that was great and this was. It's going to be very forgettable in the events of the night, and nobody's going to remember it by the end of the year. We're not going to look back and be like, what were some of the best title defenses this year? Oh, well, it was CM Punk against The
Basically,
Rock.
you're saying their last man standing matches will be the ones that stand out from their feud. This is just going to be the one that nobody gives a shit about or even remembers by the time the year eclipses.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah. Essentially, this whole feud is going to be that first last man standing match, and that's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's going to be what happened with the Del Rio and Big Show feud. Del Rio beat Big Show on SmackDown in a last man standing match.
And then it continued for 2 pay-per-views.
And then whatever ends up happening after this, which I think is going to be the cash in. But keeping it strictly onto the Del Rio match, what do you guys think?
Yeah, Del Rio's going to probably just keep the title because to me, the way they've been running their program in the past year, it's always everything either exchange hands or titles exchanged only during like WrestleMania, so it'd be a reason to actually watch it. That's what I'm predicting.
Like I do not see Del Rio losing the championship in any way on Sunday. Yeah, the match, I'm sure it's going to be okay. I don't even think it's going to be really that good. It's definitely going to be lost in the shuffle with everything else that happens on this show, guaranteed. But yeah, I don't know how he's going to be big, so that might be interesting.
Duct tape.
It's just Wow,
A
that was the
bigger
last
roll
match.
of duct tape.
That'll probably be the best reason about the match. Be like, okay, he did the duct tape
You
last
know,
time. We're
yeah, and
gonna
it's
get
not
a
last
shock.
man standing. He can't dump him, bury him under an announce table. He
Right.
can't tie his legs to the rope. How the hell is he gonna pin or make him submit? So
Throw a
unless
Get
he
the
bucket
like
arm
upside
breaker
down.
pulls
out.
like an Eddie and like uses a chair or something like that, I don't know. But Del Rio's keeping the title. That's all I know.
Throw a bucket upside his head.
Yeah, the bucket with the confetti.
I'm saying Del
Is that
Rio retains, but we see a Dolph Ziggler cash in.
Now, do you
He's
think
added
that's
to that. He's not going to cash in at Mania. He
do you
will
think
have
that
to cash in.
do you think that that's going to happen the same way that I think, where we're going to see Del Rio get some kind of like a quick pin on Big Show, and
No,
then Big Show attacks him afterward, and that's why
I
Dolph Ziggler
think Del
cashes in?
Rio's going to win by cheating the Big Show, and the Big Show's going to just destroy the shit out of him. And Ziggler's going to come in because I do believe out of frustration, Big Show is going to beat the living shit out of Del Rio. Ziggler's going to cash in, get his title, get the title, and we're going to see a face leave the chamber as the number one contender for Mania.
Peyton?
You know, the closest thing to what you were just saying there that I could see happening is Del Rio wins, and mark my words, Del Rio will win this Sunday. If Dolph Ziggler does decide to come out and Big Show is already on a pissed off rampage, I could see Dolph Ziggler coming out, getting in the ring, standing up, and then bam, knocked right out with a WMD or whatever he's calling it these days too, denying the cash in. Giving Big Show a little more heat going to Mania for whatever he's gonna do, but I do not see Dolph Ziggler walking out of Elimination Chamber with a belt. I mean,
No, I
he
don't.
is kind of a man without a match at this point, so it is kind of fishy. But yeah.
Well, it's just
Well, we all know that Big Show is going to dance to Kevin Rudolph at WrestleMania.
well, he's been off of pay-per-view cards before where he's held Money in the Bank and there's been a world title match where you think, oh, the babyface is going to be knocked out, or he's definitely going to cash in here at the end of the result.
They
And
probably do it on
it
purpose.
hasn't happened, and I don't see it happening here.
No, they are doing it on purpose. You're right. But I don't see him holding on to that briefcase any longer.
If he's gonna do it around now, Mania would be the big stage to do it.
Yeah, but that
To actually cash it in, I agree. I
'Cause
think
it's
that's
gonna
when he actually is
overshadow-
going to cash in.
It's going to overshadow the title matches, and they don't want that to overshadow The Rock versus Cena.
Oh, come on. Do
Mark
you
my
think
words.
Ziggler winning the Intercontinental World Heavyweight Championship is really going to overshadow The Rock
Yeah,
defending
because
the
they're
title
setting him
show
up for the main
closer?
event. They are
Please.
setting the guy up for the main event. So
I don't think they're setting him up for that kind of superstardom there, but
Well, the next part we're going to talk about the number one contenders match, and obviously we're going to backtrack a little bit and talk about the Del Rio thing. We all think Del Rio is winning this match, so that's going to play into a factor. We all think that somebody is going to challenge either Del Rio or an outsider, maybe Dolph Ziggler, in the next match. So part 8 will be the World Heavyweight Championship number one contenders elimination chamber match. This is a long ass fucking name for this match because you have 6 people versus all that kind of stuff. And then we'll end it with the WWE Championship match between Rock and CM Punk.